Hi Virgo, this is Casey with your Love Matters reading. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to all the new viewers. Shay and I are very happy to have you with us. I am shuffling the deck to pull two cards. One will be for your energy as we go through the month, and the second card will be the alternate energy that you're dealing with. And I say alternate energy because the Love Matters reading is all about your different relationships that you encounter. So it resonates with relationship with yourself in growing and healing, relationship with spirit, family, work, or of course personal. So we don't know until the cards are laid out to find out what our message is. But you guys are coming in as the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Fifth is all about spirit, and this is about being very expressive. This is your throat chakra. And this is kind of where you're going to speak your highest truth. So you want to make sure that you are very centered and you know exactly how you're feeling. So when you do express yourself, you're expressing yourself very articulately and from the heart and from the journey that you've been on. And you come at this with your higher self. So you have to get rid of any negative vibrations or lower things that you haven't had the time to work on yet in regards to things that you say out of turn that hurt other people, because we want to get our point across, but we don't necessarily have to use our words in a manner that would hurt people. People might not like what we're saying, and that's okay, but we have to do it in a softer way. Hearing Connections is the card that very intense relationship. Now, this could be a romantic situation, but it also could be family, work, or your relationship with yourself, because this is something that is very intense right now. Someone that you're very, very close to, someone that you shared a loving relationship with. And I feel that there has to be communication between the two of you right now in regards to the fifth chakra. There's things that you need to say, and for some reason you're holding them back. And this is the time that you have to express yourself, like I said, in a loving manner to get your point across. So I'm going to pull two major arcana for you guys and see how that plays in. This relationship is very, very important to you. And I don't know if you guys are on the outs or you're going to be voicing how much you love this other person and you want to take it to the next level. And if that's the case, I feel that they're very receptive to you and your offer. They love you back. It's very connected. So if you're in a situation where you guys are ready to do that, this is a good time to talk about it and start to plan and put that question out there and see how they feel, because I feel that they are very into you as much as you are into them. This is a very loving, caring, supportive relationship. It's healing. It's protected, so keep that in mind, guys. Now we have the Lovers. Ooh, okay, Virgo, we have the Lovers and the Magician. Wow, okay, excuse me. So we have caring connection as well as the Lovers. The Magician card is all about the gifts. I'm just leaving them down here. Another pairing, another very destined and divinely guided relationship. Something is going on with the Magician. Now, the Magician can be one of two things. He can either be the illusion card, or he could be the card where you make things happen. So let's go ahead and pull some other tarot to see how that's going to guide us through. Because right now, with these four cards, it's showing me that this is a very loving connection. Doesn't seem like there's anything wrong. There's communication back and forth. Someone be wanting to commit in this relationship and voice their feelings and voice their love and voice their journey with you, or you be wanting to do that with this person. The Lovers card, like I said, someone that is in their soulmate, someone that's very connected and very balanced, and you can feel that you don't have to put on airs and not be the person that you truly are inside. They accept you. They love you when you're having your good days and your bad days. The Magician is typically where things come to light and you're able to create and manifest and use your gifts and your knowledge and your stability together to create a brand new beginning. And speaking of beginnings, here we have Virgo, foundations and achievements. So whereas this Magician card is the very stable, knowledgeable one that has the gifts that can make things happen, that is the energy of creating something out of nothing and using their magic. This could be a magical relationship that if you've been asking for this relationship from source and spirit and you've been working very hard on yourself and this really clicks for you, know that this is blessed and this is very solid, which is represented with the foundations. And it's a Lover's card that's all about that feels. So if you're feeling this, go with how you're feeling. Transformation. Transformation is very important. Change is very important. Let's pull one more and choose wisely. Now that can go one of two ways with the Magician card, because this is where it could be too good to be true. And if, as always, go with spirit, but also make sure that you cover your bases and you check things out and you are very knowledgeable about the person that you're investing your time in your life with. If you've already been with someone for a very long time, this is telling me that there's going to be changes in your relationship and you're going to transform. And if you're in a committed relationship for a long time, you know that there's going to be ups and downs, there's going to be new breakthroughs, there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on. So as a couple, you need to make sure that you are on the same page and you're both on what choices you're making for your future. And then we're going to pull one more for you guys, and we have the Universe, which is amazing because this is all about new cycles and new beginnings. So now if you're meeting someone for the first time and you're really clicking with them and they seem all that they're cracked up to be, this is where you're going to need to trust the universe that this person is for you, that this is your soulmate. You have two soulmate cards here, but I always like to say, make sure that you know what you're getting into. Just because the Magician card is popping up, I want to clarify that. And again, I don't think I said this at the beginning, but this is a general reading, so it may not resonate exactly how I'm laying them out, but please take the messages that you're getting and apply it to your personal circumstances. General readings are kind of hard, so you kind of have to pick and choose what resonates with you. I listen to readers as well, and sometimes I have to do that, and sometimes they're like straight on, calling me out on a situation. So it all depends. Okay, so now we have some clarifying with the tarot. We have the Six of Coins in reverse. That's usually where we're being a little bit selfish or someone's being selfish to us. Next to the Universe card, though, I'm getting that there's some blessings coming to you with the universe and you're holding them very close. It's like you haven't made a decision yet. And you're being selfish with your emotions until you make sure you know exactly what to say. Two of Swords in reverse. Making those choices. But sometimes this is information overload, which can actually pairs up very nicely with the Coins card, because if you're going, you could be right. You're trying to talk yourself out of this is what's going on, Virgo. Okay, the universe is giving you this gift of this person, this relationship, this new connection, or you're rekindling a connection with someone that's very important to you. If this resonates with you in that aspect, you're scared to take this leap again because, you've both changed, which is represented with the transformation. And you have to choose wisely as to what options you're going to use. And the universe is giving you all these blessings. And then you start to doubt yourself and you start to pull back. And then you're like, I'm not making steps forward to figure out what your next path is. So you have to be very strong. Speak your truth. Do it in a kind and loving way, of course. But you can't stand still where you are now. You have to make a choice one way or the other. You either take this to the next level. You either take, the blessings that universe is giving you, and you walk away from the confusion and you walk away from protecting yourself, and you take that strength that's needed to speak your truth, and you take a risk. I don't see anything here that holding you back other than yourself right now in your thought process, which is represented with the Two of Swords. The Swords is all about the mental clarity, and when it's in a reverse, typically that means that you're all up in your own thoughts. And you're going back and forth and back and forth. And then you pull yourself back, which is represented with the Coins, but you have to be very strong for these messages and these blessings and these people that universe is bringing to you right now. There's a lot of love surrounding you. There's a lot of security surrounding you. So it's important that you recognize that, okay? Yeah, see? Six of Pentacles. And this one's in the upright. So you have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. This is where there's a generosity in a reciprocal of love back and forth, stability back and forth. Someone has your back. Your family has your back. You know, you have two family cards right here with the foundation, and they both depict families. And of course, you have the Lovers card. So there's very important relationships that you're dealing with right now. King of Pentacles in reverse, guys. This is where it's too controlling. Someone is using their power in the wrong manner. Let me see. And there's no communication, which is where you need to have communication up here. You need to speak your truth. Is this you holding back, controlling your emotions, controlling your thoughts, controlling your words, and all you want to do is speak your truth and air this out? But if you need to take the time to put this in a format that you can be very clear and explain yourself without, because it's angelic right here, it's really driving home that you have to choose your words carefully. And shadow side in reverse, guys, this is the devil card. This is where you detach from the fear. You stop being afraid. You stand up to those fears and you conquer them and you get through them. And Page of Swords in reverse, all talk and no action. So you're not coming out of your fears. Come on, guys. Hermit, you know, you're not talking about it. You're not expressing it. So the message is here for your love relationships is to express it. Find a way through meditation, for doing your own soul searching, how you're going to communicate this with them. Because you have another Swords card right here, and he's typically very communicative, and he's always talking and chatting, and he's asking questions, and he's on the go, go, go. He's not doing any of that. He's put the brakes on. He's like, nope, I'm not saying a word. And the Hermit is all about going within now and holding back and being very solitude, so, and isolated. But once you do that isolation, there's a new beginning here. The Page of Cups, she's so cute. She's giving you an offer of love. You're offering someone love. This can also be the apology card, but this is where things start to heal. Yes, this is what we want to see, Virgo, absolutely. Out of balance with the Temperance in reverse. You cannot see. Sometimes the Temperance in reverse is the lack of seeing in the future and knowing what's going to happen, long-term vision, that kind of thing. So when this offer is being presented to you, an apology, an avenue to heal, you don't see how this relationship is going to change. You think it's going to be the same old because you're dealing with the same person. But keep in mind that as you have changed and grown and they have changed and grown, so you have to kind of come together knowing each other on a different level, if that resonates with you guys. Well, look at this, all about success. The Star card is all about your spirituality. Okay, keep in mind we have the Chakra card. It's all about you listening to Source, raising your vibration, overcoming things of the physical plane that hold you back, past hurts, past situations, and knowing that there's a greater good. And this is all about success in those areas as well. The stars are shining upon you. You guys have this. This is beautiful. And just because they came out next to each other, I am going to mention that the Temperance card is representation of a Sagittarius, as well as the star is an Aquarius. Oh, look here. Oh, this is a blessing. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You coming out of the cold, you feeling that you're all alone and isolated, and you start to come back within the fold of this relationship, and you are starting small. You're starting with baby steps, and that is beautiful because you see that there could be a different ending with this relationship. Eight of Wands. Lots of communication, lots of balance back and forth. And it comes in rather quickly. So the healing, I think, comes in quickly. Now, if you are in a committed relationship and you are going through a situation where you're not talking to your spouse or your significant other because of something that had gone down, you know, take that time, evaluate how things are going, heal, breathe, you know, and then come together and speak about what's the imbalance. Okay? You know, here's you guys, communicating an apology for the imbalance of whatever is going on in your relationship. And then it's blessed by spirit. You guys start speaking and talking and, ironing things out. Okay? Yes, absolutely. So this particular relationship You know, as important it is to you, whether this resonates with a family or romantic or a business person that you're involved with. Communication is key here, guys. Let's pull some oracle cards for you. Because you have the stability card, you have all the other cards that are so beautiful here. And, you know, things happen. Beauty, yes. Find the beauty in everything, within yourself, within the relationship, within the healing. You know, I believe that as you heal and, you know, you're getting rid of some of those dark leaves that are hanging onto the root of your relationship. And out of that comes a beautiful rose. A new blessing, a new beginning. The moon, yes, new beginning. Right there. New cycles, new changes. Absolutely. You guys are on the right path of healing and communicating and getting past whatever the situation is. Okay, so we're going to pull an angel oracle for you. And we have changed positions, and it reads, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Absolutely. You need to talk it out. If you need to speak about this with your best friend, with a counselor, with your significant other, whatever this is, communication, again, is key. You need to find the right outlet for whatever it is that is holding you back. And I believe that you guys will be able to come together and apologize and heal the rift that is there. You know, make sure that you see the beauty in all things, and everyone changes. So you've changed, they've changed. So let's take it from there and be very strong in your convictions and be very open and balanced. Thank you, Virgo, for letting me read for you today. I would love to hear from you, so please leave me a comment. I hope you tune back in, so please like and subscribe. Take care.